In the headlines, local companies told to retool and adjust to disruptions caused by COVID-19. Flow staff embark on a Stop the Spread campaign Tuesday as part of Mission Week 2020. And the livelihoods of artists seriously impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. I am Andrea Louis with the Channel 5 News, back with the details after this.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Thank you for staying with us. First up, local companies told to retool and adjust the disruptions caused to their operations during the COVID-19 pandemic. This from Gregoire Thomas, General Manager of the Dominica Export-Import Agency, Dexia, as local companies participate in a virtual Caribbean Expo. This expo, which got underway on Tuesday, replaces what would have been the strictly local Christmas Village, organized and hosted by Dexia, but was cancelled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Thomas warned local manufacturers that despite the expo being held virtually, they must still ensure their packaging and delivery are of a high standard to appeal to customers.
We believe that this is an excellent opportunity for our manufacturers, our local companies, to participate in this virtual exhibition. It is an opportunity for them, although we are operating in a very challenging environment, but it means that our companies need to retool. They need to be able to respond to any disruption in the operations. So it means that the absolutely Caribbean Expo gives them that opportunity. But it doesn't mean that they do not have to pay attention to all the very same things that they would have to focus attention on with regards to physical presentation of their products. It means that our companies need to upgrade in terms of the digitalization of their own products and services.
Thomas applauded the move to an online platform to showcase locally manufactured goods and said Dexia will soon be following suit.
There is still a bit of work that we have to do to be able to derive maximum advantage from that opportunity. It is also a very cost-effective way of promoting our products and services. So we encourage and we are happy and pleased to be able to participate in that virtual expo. It means that we ourselves at Dexia can also do similar things in terms of the showcasing of our own products and services using the virtual platform.
The 2-day virtual expo is organized by Caribbean Exports and ends on Wednesday. In more top stories, Minister for Youth at Risk has reiterated government's commitment to continue making decisions in the best interest of Dominica's children. Dr. Addis King made this vow during her address to mark a week of activities to observe World Children's Day on Friday, 20th November. The minister urged the wider public to play its part in ensuring children are safe and protected in society.
We should all take a moment to reflect on what we have done and what we are doing to protect, nurture, and empower our children. We must be encouraged and supported to go on to lead happy and fulfilling lives. The world is now faced with a serious pandemic, COVID-19, which has resulted in a global crisis that has not only affected adults but our precious children as well.
Dr. King pointed out that this year's theme, Reimagine the Future, was influenced by the COVID-19 pandemic.
This theme sheds light on the fact that all children need to imagine a bright future despite COVID-19. When I speak of a bright future, I refer to greater protection. A bright future whereby parents, particularly fathers, would safeguard and fulfill their God-given role and responsibility. A bright future with children not being subjected to abuse and neglect, and a bright future where children's dreams and aspirations would be fully achieved.
The Youth at Risk Minister called on all sectors to build a bright future to safeguard the country's children.
Individually and collectively as a society, we owe a debt to our children to ensure that they are treated as human beings with rights and responsibilities. There are children in our midst crying out for love and attention. Just think for a moment of children who are victims of abuse, be it sexual, physical, and of course, the emotional abuse which damages their personalities for life. Indeed, a victim's life can be severely affected by any of these forms of abuse.
In more developments, local artist Asa Banton says staying connected to his fans is key to his success.
Asa was responding to a question by Prime Minister Skerrit about the reason for his success. Asa, a solo artist, has performed around the world and says it's also important to give back.
Working on our craft, but the most important thing, you have to be disciplined. You have be observant, stay. Well, me personally, I'm talking from my standpoint, stay connected to all ages. The kids, the elderlies, and the party crowd, I would say. And for me, giving back a lot, I like to give back. I always giving back to the schools, the elderly, keep my fan base, and work on my music, and especially for regional and international, what they want to hear and what they would react to when I travel.
Manager of Triple K International, Geoffrey Joseph, says dedication and understanding your target market are key to his band's success. He believes bridging the generation gap through music is also beneficial.
Over the years, Triple K has, right now we're celebrating about 21 years in existence, and I think it's a tremendous feat to be able to have fans from 20 years ago, and getting new fans currently as we speak, and so we have been able to connect with different generations from since the early 2000s to currently in 2020. So it's been a real nice ride in terms of being able to bring that synergy with the fans of before, the fans of now, understanding the music, understanding the different types of style of music that people gravitate towards at different times. And just really a lot of love for the fans. It's not an easy road, but it's an enjoyable road, and it's really the fans that give you that momentum to push forward. And we, again, as I said, we also do our own philanthropic activities. Giving back with scholarships and other noble gestures that we usually do. So it's really just feeding off the energy of the fans and continuing to grow with the fans as well.
In spite of their successes, COVID-19 has impacted all local artists. Asa and Triple K are not exempt.
Music has dominated our lives, performing, touring, producing, and stuff like that. That has really been our life. Our livelihood, as Norman said, you can make, and we have been making a very comfortable living from music. There are those of us who rely solely on music, and it has been successful for us. And obviously, coming from a very successful Carnival 2020, and by the way, we won Band of the, if it's Band of the Year, or Band of the Monday or something like that. Anyway, we won for our presentation of Mega Monday, and we had quite a number of plans for the year coming up. Extensive touring, a lot of progress in terms of production and stuff like that. And about 2 weeks thereafter, we are in a total shutdown of basically the entire world. And unlike with Maria, where we could actually gravitate to another jurisdiction to continue performing, with COVID, everything shut down. So it put us, honestly, after a little bit of time, in a mood of despair, I'll be honest with you. You know, when guys cannot see, when you're uncertain of the future that much, it really puts a damper on your spirit, you know. And it had to take us as a group, and that's the beautiful thing about having a group within our organization, where we are able to count on each other, depend on each other, hold each other's hand throughout that process, you know. And it was very, very, very nice to know at least we had some support from our corporate partners to assist us along the way and to get us going again and to give us a little vibe. So though there was despair, but we had to use that challenge to make us stronger, you know, and to make us gravitate and pull through.
Swing Stars hasn't played since Carnival. Hasn't that the question that has ever happened, obviously. So I mean, with no money coming in, you still have to pay your rent, still you have all kinds of little expenses, this goes bad. So we are not usually broke, but things are tight now. Unlike that's an experience of a lifetime.
Lifetime, no doubt.
When you're doing 7 to 10 shows a month, 7 to 10 shows a month.
7 to 10 shows a month?
7 to 10 shows every weekend. You know, we all something we're doing free for a weekend, you know, 7 to 10 shows a month. To know.
But they collect you need your own plane, man.
That's why sometimes when I used to speak with the pal rep from Roseau, she used to tell me, you and my husband the same, I'll always move in. From doing like 7 to 10 shows and now doing 0. That's supposed to tell you.
I can imagine that. That's
supposed to tell you. And I remember in the last show I did was before the Corona. We went to Montserrat, and that is when we heard about the COVID-19 and so on. So they had to cancel the show, and my calendar of events was like crazy. I lose out on Germany. I would be in Germany this year for my first time Berlin Carnival, England, Notting Hill Carnival, France, Uber Soca Cruise. Presently, right now, I would be on the Uber Soca Cruise, heading to Belize, and you know, St. Lucia Carnival, Antigua Carnival, all those carnivals. So I know the musicians that travel like me, they get hit hard. And especially me, I get hit real hard. But despite that, I find other ways to feed my family and still find ways to continue my project and my music.
In more developments, Flow staff went to the streets on Tuesday in a Stop the Spread campaign as part of Cable and Wireless's Flow Dominica's Mission Week 2020. Julian Morris has that story.
The theme for this year's Mission Week is making a difference in our communities. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, the activities are a little low-key this year, but the Stop the Spread campaign on Tuesday focused on mask distribution. Anyone who did not have a face mask was given one and encouraged to wear it. The goal was to have a positive impact in helping to stop the spread of COVID-19. The effort was well received.
At Flow, we're all about building communities, transforming lives, and this year, as part of our Mission Week, every year, annually, we host a week of events where we give back to the community, we focus on education. So this year, we're not doing anything different, although it is scaled down, considering the COVID impact. But of course, it's very fitting what we decided to do this year, which is to give out a mask to every individual seen without one. So it's a very simple initiative, just encouraging persons to wear their masks and not just wear it, but wear it effectively, ensure that it's worn properly. So we've been educating customers throughout the streets of Roseau, and we've also been giving out a mask to ensure that we can help to stop the spread.
Some people were very happy to receive a mask. What were your impressions of the reactions you got from people? They were surprised?
Definitely. A lot of persons were happy to receive it, especially at this time. Surprisingly, there were a lot of persons who stated that they didn't even own one, and especially considering the recent changes, now that it is mandatory, we want to ensure that everyone has the resources, and in that we mean a mask, to be able to stop the spread. So persons are very happy, and as a company, in keeping with our values, we are very happy, we're excited to be able to contribute into curbing this virus which is affecting us all, and ensuring that our customers and the general public remain safe.
Mission Week continues on Thursday with a visit to Roseau Primary School. That visit will focus on success through online learning. Julian Morris, Channel 5 News.
You are watching the Channel 5 News. Stay tuned for more after the break.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD, all for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid. But there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
Welcome back. A call for strong alliances to support the development of innovative techniques among young entrepreneurs. Julian Morris tells us more.
The word from Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment, Dr. Addis King, to observe Global Entrepreneurship Week this week. Dominica joins hundreds of other countries around the world to recognize this week under the theme, Building Strategic Partnerships for Sustainable Youth Entrepreneurship and Development.
The theme reverberates the need for strong alliances that aim to support the development, transfer, and implementation of innovative practices, as well as the implementation of joint initiatives promoting cooperation, peer learning, and exchanges of experience to strengthen youth entrepreneurship. During this COVID-19 pandemic, we have seen the emergence of strategic partnerships between a number of entrepreneurs with the local and regional sphere and an effort to widen their customer pool and increase revenue.
Minister King pointed out that young new businesses have a significant role to play in the economic development of any country.
It is the engine that solves the world's problems. It is the cornerstone of economic growth and global stability, which creates jobs and enhances human welfare. While older businesses tend to become obsolete, young enterprises that grow inject dynamism into an economy and engender innovation into a society. Young enterprises create new wealth and jobs, and they make up approximately 90% of enterprises in the world and account for 50 to 60% of employment, especially in emerging economies.
Webinars, a graduation ceremony, and virtual expo form part of activities for Global Entrepreneurship Week 2020.
On Wednesday, 18th November, the DYBT will hold its 16th graduation and award ceremony at the St. Alphonsus Parish Hall, where approximately 80 deserving entrepreneurs will be awarded certificates in entrepreneurial training. A young businessman and woman will be awarded as determined male and female entrepreneurs of the year. To end the week, the Trust will collaborate with the Ministry of Trade, Commerce, Entrepreneurship, Innovation, Business and Export Development, as well as Dominica Association for Industry and Commerce and the Office of the Prime Minister to host a virtual expo and a product showcase.
And the CARICOM education ministers have been reminded of education's critical role in the post-COVID-19 economic recovery. The 25th special meeting of CARICOM's Council for Human and Social Development opened Tuesday. CARICOM's Secretary General, Ambassador Erwin LaRocque, reminded the meeting that there was no economic recovery and resilience without an education system designed to strengthen the workforce capacity and innovation. Ambassador LaRocque stressed the need for a regional system that is responsive, technologically enabled, and geared towards nurturing the skills and dispositions needed to reshape and advance the society. He noted that the health emergency is threatening the progress made in the implementation of CARICOM Human Resource Development 2030 strategy, which is designed to create that workforce. Ambassador LaRocque indicated that the CARICOM Secretariat has been collaborating with member states and development partners to coordinate a range of activities to support the new focus on technology-enabled instruction and social and emotional skills. These include webinars to guide practices to support teaching remotely, learning in a pandemic, assessing learning, providing social and emotional care for students and teachers, and a safe transition back to school.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD, all for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
To end the news, the headlines again. Local companies told to retool and adjust to disruptions caused by COVID-19. Flow staff embark on a Stop the Spread campaign Tuesday as part of Mission Week 2020. And the livelihoods of artists severely impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Feel free to access our past newscasts on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Andrea Louis. And to all of our viewers around the world, thank you so much for watching. Join us next time.